Right, today I've come to meet a professional triathlete, Joe Skipper, who is an incredible athlete, but in his own admission has made a fair few mistakes over the years, some that are really quite funny. Anyway, he has agreed very kindly to share some of those mistakes with us so that you guys don't have to make the same ones. So, Joe, any mistakes that you would be able to help our age groupers out with that you've seen or maybe done over the years?
Quite hard for me, this one, Mark, because I haven't made any mistakes myself.
I know I've come to the right person here, Joe.
Don't forget your passport before you go to a race. That's a good one for starters, otherwise you won't be competing.
I've heard this story before, can you talk us through it?
So, once I forgot my passport, or the first time I forgot my passport, we got a friend to put my passport on the train, because I'd gone to see my parents. I was flying from an airport near where they live, and I was at uni in Manchester, so it was like a 5-hour train ride away. And the flight was the next day.
And I guess it's hard to get a courier to send it in that
We couldn't
time
get
or
one,
anything.
yeah. Like there was no, like we looked online and we couldn't get one. So the only way we could get it was if my friends got into the house, put the passport on the train.
Just on like on the
yeah, on like the
shelf
luggage shelf, like in a like envelope or something, and then I intercept it in Norwich.
It's almost like MI5.
Yeah, and yeah, so they did that, and it worked the first time.
It's kind of genius, actually.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I didn't learn from my mistake. So the second time when we tried it, they put it on the train. We went to Norwich, and then it wasn't there. And we thought, oh my God! Like I rang them up and I said, like, did you put the passport on the train? They said, yeah, we put it on there. And we rang up the train company and I had to say, like, you know, I left a bag on the train. I don't know where it's gone. They said, oh, well, it's split at Nottingham. And yeah, it took about 2 or 3 weeks for them to find it.
And then you had to own up that actually it was my passport in an envelope, not a bag.
Yeah, and then they wanted us to go to like a couple of hours to pick it up, but we managed to persuade the guard to take it and then us pick it up. But I mean, that was how I ended up doing my first Ironman. Yeah, because I never made it to the 70.3, what I was training for. So the only other option to do a race was to do Ironman Barcelona. So I didn't want to do it, but like that was how I ended up doing it, because like it was either like end the season up for nothing or just like give it a shot.
Well, maybe a blessing in disguise, but I probably wouldn't recommend that to everyone else.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. Like,
this is great though. This is gold. So any other mistakes like this?
What other mistakes have I made?
Vaseline on your goggles.
Oh yeah.
And you followed the wrong lead.
She's like unlucky for me because every time she comes to a race, something seems to go wrong. So like I'm hoping it's going to like break the trend.
It's good, yeah. I'm sure this is going to be the one.
You followed the canoe instead of the pack.
Yeah, I've done that.
Right, talk us through this one. Come on then.
That's in London.
Was it?
Yeah.
All right, she knows it. There. So one mistake is don't put Vaseline, like when you Vaseline yourself up so you don't chafe, don't rub your goggles with it afterwards.
Okay.
Because you won't see where you're going. And if you can't see the boys, you're going to be out there for a long while.
So what did you do?
I just like rubbed my goggles, and then when I got in, like you can't get it off, can you? Because Vaseline just smudges, don't
Did you take your goggles off during the swim, or how did you
I just kept them on. This was years ago. This was when I was a kid, and I was like, I just did it and had a terrible swim.
You swam probably 3.8. Probably did your first Ironman swim.
I'd like to tell you where I swam, but I don't know. I don't know where I swam because I couldn't see.
Brilliant. And I believe you got another swimming mistake that you'd like to share with us.
Oh yeah, don't follow the canoe. Like follow the boys instead. So I followed a canoe once and ended up going the wrong way.
It's a mean lead kayak though, or is it a lead kayak?
I wish it was a lead kayak. I've never experienced a lead kayak.
Did you cut the course, or are you adding more on?
I probably added more on.
Okay.
Like yeah, I've never got out of the water like by cutting the course.
All right, so recce the course, practice your sighting, and follow those boys.
God, what other mistakes have I done as well? What other mistakes then, Mum? You know them all, don't you? You were reeling them all off when we were in Wales.
I know.
To someone.
I think at the moment. You've obviously been round the wrong way.
What about when you put the bike shoes the wrong way round on the pedals?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. I didn't expect that.
And
I
that
was
was
thinking,
when you
we
went
do the
on to
passport and
Windway
maybe one
Yeah.
other, but that's.
Now there's been loads.
Oh, okay, cool. We'll keep them coming. This is brilliant.
Here's Joe, remember?
Yeah.
Mark?
Okay.
Yeah, so another mistake what I've made as well is when I put clip my shoes on in transition, I once put the right foot on the left foot and the left shoe on the where the right one goes, and I didn't realise, and someone had like seen it in transition and posted it up on Facebook and said, "Oh, look who's done this." I thought, bloody hell, it's like my shoe, because this was when the swim was delayed in Weymouth, so I saw it and I was like, oh bloody hell, I've like put the shoes on the wrong way, so I got a heads up. And then when I got to my bike, luckily I just like had to like quickly take them off, put my shoes on.
So you didn't actually get on your bike and end up riding
luckily.
180k or something with them the wrong way around, and then realise after, why can't I run?
Yeah, luckily I didn't. But don't ride 180k's with your right foot in the left shoe.
Yeah, that's a very good tip.
Yeah. What's another one?
Me when you missed the turn.
Oh yeah, that's a good one as well.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I did Challenge Almere back in 2017. I had a really good swim, got out of the water, well, really good for me. You know, I got out of the water 2.5 minutes behind the lead swimmer, just behind a big pack. So I was like, sweet, like this is on for me. You know, like I'm going to get a good result here. And it was really narrow, the section out, and it had been raining leading up to the race, so I didn't really want to like recce like the first part of the course because it was chucking it down. It was freezing cold, you know, like the race is in September in Holland. So got to the end of the cycle path, and although they were only about 30 seconds ahead, I couldn't see where they went, and there was no marshal there because they'd gone because the weather was like really cold, and there was a choice of 3 options. There was a left, a straight on, and a right. So I went straight on. Luckily, the road ended after about 1 kilometre, and it was a dead end, and I was like, oh my god, I've just like gone like the complete wrong way. So I had to like turn round, come back, and then like when I turned round, like one of the spectators who had obviously been like standing on the corner said, "It's this way, it's this way." And I went there, but then like I had a good swim. You know, sometimes I've lost 5 or 6 minutes.
2k on.
Yeah, and I found myself 6 minutes behind the leader, and I'm like, oh god, like I'm back to square one. Like this is where I normally am.
In fairness, I probably would have gone for the straight on option there as well.
I know,
but
that's what I thought.
Probably the takeaway advice here is to try and recce
the course. Like that was in the first 5k as well, so I could have done it. You know, no excuses.
I'd always say try and recce the start and the end.
But one thing what I have found out, which is a good idea as well, is if you download a GPX file and you put it on your Wahoo or something, you know, you can see it. Yeah. And I've done that in races, and that's made a massive difference. You know, like
so you actually have the map on your Wahoo.
So I have the map, and I have the elevation profile.
Cool.
So I can see wherever I've got a turn, and I can see when the hill starts and when it like flattens out.
And you just flick between that and your like power and
no,
stuff.
I don't even look at like. So I don't even look at the power now.
Okay.
I can see what my 3-second power is, but I don't look at my like average power for the ride.
Okay.
But I've got it all on the same screen, so I can see my power anyway. If I wanted to, I could see average power, the map, and the elevation profile all on the same screen.
I'll be honest though, it's going to be a boring map out here though, isn't it?
You don't need it out here.
If you miss that turning for Harvey, then
yeah, exactly. But for other races, it's really really handy. So that's always a good technique as well. Like, you know, download the GPX file.
Well, Joe, it was a great sport there, and we hope you had a good chuckle. It's actually quite nice to hear a top pro like Joe making these silly mistakes, and hopefully you can learn from them too. If you have enjoyed today's video, please do hit that thumbs up button, and if you'd like to see more from GTN, you can subscribe to the channel by clicking on the globe that's on screen right now. And if you'd like to see another mistakes video, you can see that by clicking just down here.